In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create responsive navbar using Bootstrap 5. Let's get started. So I will go to my Visual Studio Code. I have an empty file here, just generating my boilerplates. So what I want to do, I want to show you the easy way or the easiest way to create a responsive navbar using Bootstrap 5. So the first thing I'll do, I'll get my Bootstrap CDN by clicking on download here. Then get the CDN via JS delete, copy this, and I paste it here. So I've just pasted the Bootstrap CDN links here. My code. So I need a navbar from Bootstrap. So I will locate the component section and find the navbar here. So this is the navbar. So I'll get a off canvas toggler. Has a responsive behavior. This is one of the navbar I want to use. This is what I want to use, and I want to customize this also to suit me. So I will copy the code, copy to clipboard, then go paste it here. So let me save this and let's see how this is going to look on the browser. So this is what I have off canvas. You can see that, and I have this toggler. Okay, so I don't want this toggler to be here on a desktop view or on a large screen. So I want to remove that. So to remove it, you simply go to the navbar and remove this BG body tertiary and put navbar expand, navbar-expand LG. Then you save this, refresh the browser, and you have this. Now I don't need this form search form and the drop down, so I'm going to remove them from my code. So I'll scroll down, take away the form here, also take away the drop down, and I save it, refresh the browser, and I have this. Okay, so I need some other menus or some other links, so let me add those ones in my navbar. So I can easily change this to about. So let me just copy and duplicate this. Okay, so this is about, then this is services, and this is gallery. Then this is let me say this is portfolio, and this is contact, and this is blog, and I don't need the other link. Let's keep it simple. So I'll save this. So let me check my browser. So I have this on my browser. So I want to rename this off canvas navbar and put my brand logo, or put my brand logo and text logo. So I'll take this off canvas from here. Then I put Ensotech. Please endeavor to like and subscribe to my channel so that I can get you more videos tutorial concerning programming as a whole. Thanks. So Ensotech, I'm going to put a class to this Ensotech, a Bootstrap class of text warning. I'll save that. That did not reflect, so let me check why that did not reflect. Oh, it was the wrong place I was putting it, so sorry about that. Okay, I have to put it at the, I was putting it at the wrong side, so I'll take it off from here. It's supposed to be at the logo, brand logo, where I have the brand logo class. So this is where I'm supposed to have placed it. So I'll come here and I'll put it here. I'll place that here. So I'll save it, refresh the browser. So I have Ensotech. That's what I have. So far so good. So now what I want to do, let me give this a background color. Let me say blue. Let me use Bootstrap and say BG primary, as a navbar background color. Okay, this is what I have, BG primary. So I'm going to change the text to white. So before that, let me see how this looks like on a mobile device before I proceed. Okay, brilliant. So that's how it's going to look like on a mobile device. When you click here, you have a slider drop down. Okay, good. So let me go back to my desktop view. So I want to change the colors here to white, the nav links to white. So each of this nav link has just nav link as a nav link here. So I'm going to change these menus to white. So let me create a CSS style for that. So yeah, I can come here and create a new CSS, and I'll call this nav.css. Nav.css. So I will link it to my nav.html. So let me come here and link my CSS to this thing I'm doing. So I can easily come here and put it at the top. I'll say link CSS. Then I have the CSS folder, and I have nav CSS. So I've just linked my nav CSS to this my nav.html. So let me go to my nav CSS and put the styling. So the first styling, I want to reference the navbar, which is the overall parent, then nav link, then nav link. So what do I want to do with the nav link? I want to give it a color of white. I want to make it to be bold, font weight bold, and I want to make it did I say the font size? So let me leave the font size. Let me put font size as 14 pixels, or let me leave the font size 14. So I want to just put, what else should I put here? Let me say font family, font family. Let me look for any of the font family. Let me just take anyone. Then save this and go to the browser to refresh that. So you can see I have this. I don't like that font family. I don't like this font family. So let me take this font family off. Let me use the default. Let me just use any font family. So let me just take let me save this. Let me take shrubs. Okay. I save this. So let me go to the browser to refresh that. This one is okay, better. So let me style the artif, or let me remove the artif from the home menu. So I don't want any artif here for the home menu. You can as well leave yours. So let me remove this artif. I've removed the artif, so it's going to take the white color now. So that's what I've just done. So let me put a space or margin right between them. Let me just add some margin right to it. So I'll go to my nav and just put just come here and just put margin right. Let me just say margin right of just 20 pixels, and I save this. Then go to the browser. So I have this. So this is better. So I have the menus here already. But I'm not yet done with this menu. I want to make this to look pretty good. So before I go to this menu, let me focus on my navbar brand. So for the navbar brand, I'll come here and put the style navbar, then navbar brand, is a class navbar brand. So for the navbar brand, I also need a font color, a font size of, let me say 2.6 rem. Then I want the color. I don't want the color to be. Let me just leave the color like that. The color, font weight as bold, font family. The font family. Let me just give it a font family of. Let me just put this. Save this, and let me check that. Oh, so that's quite big. So let me change that. Let me change that from 2.6 to 2.2, and change the font family. Change the font family to, let me use Bandana Tauma. Okay, so I'll refresh this. I think this is better. So I'll close this gap. It's a gap between this Enzo and Tech. So I don't think I need that gap as such. So let me come here and go back to my and change that stuff here. So where I have this Enzo tech, I can easily come here and close this. I can even give this a color. I can even give this a color, this Enzo tech a color of white by putting it a span. Then I'll put this Enzo inside. This Enzo inside the span. Enzo. So that I can give this span a class of a different color entirely. Say text. What color should I give to this? Let me say text. Let me say white. Let me say white. Text white. Text white. Will white be okay or red? I think I should have used red. Okay, better. Well, I should have used. Let me use other color. Text danger. That is red. Okay, better. I think better from there. Not that better. I think I should just leave it this way, or let me just leave it this way for now. Let me change it to. Let me just change it to. What should I change it to? Info, or let me just change it to info, which is light blue. Info is a sky blue, so let me just leave it like this for now. Let me just take that, or let me just put it as white. Let me just give it as white. Okay, so I leave it. We move to the next tag. So I'm done with this part, but I'm not yet through. I want to put an over effect, and I want to put the underline colors here, so that when I over here, there should be a color on a line underneath this. That's what I want to achieve right now. So to do that, I'll go to my CSS and complete that task. So here the CSS, I'm going to reference this. This is my nav link. So I'll come here and use my position relative. So meaning I can easily come here and say nav let me say navbar, then I'll say nav link, navbar, then nav link. So what do I want to do with this nav link? I'm not putting this already. So what do I want to do? I want to put my pseudo class called before. So I'll come here and say before. The pseudo class here, called before. In case you don't understand what that pseudo class does, it helps to initialize. It's just what is its type before it. So if you need more about CSS, please endeavor to go to my other previous video on CSS if you want to learn more about CSS. So what I'll do, this go with the first in the content, make it to be blank, content to be blank. And the next one here, I put the position to be absolute positioning. So after putting the absolute positioning, I want the button to be placed. Let's say 0. 0 gonna be good. Okay, let me make it 0. Okay, but I don't want any space. So after then, from the left, this guy should just take from the left. Then this guy should take 50% from the left. 50% from the left. Then I want to use a transform. And it translates. Sorry, I want to give a translate of X for the horizontal axis, then give it a negative 50%. Then the width, I want to make the width to be, it shouldn't even have a width to be 0 for now. Width to be 0. The height, just 2 pixels. Just 2 pixels. The height has 2 pixels. Background color, I just want the background color of, let me say background color of yellow. Background color of yellow. Or red. Let me say red. I think red is obvious. Background color of red. So I want a transition. I'll just put this transition. I don't need a width for my transition. What I just need is 0.3 seconds. Is in and out. Is in and out. Is in and out. Okay, for my transition. So I want it to be hidden. Visibility should be hidden for now. Visibility hidden for now. Okay, good. So after doing this, I want whereby when the user over on the menu, that means when the user over on this menu, let that line show. If not, the line will not show. That's why I use visibility hidden, because this is not, I didn't use any pseudo element of over. I didn't use any pseudo element of over. I only want it to be visible when the user over on the menu, on this menu. So that's why I have to hide this as visibility hidden. So I want to make it open now whenever it's over. So I'll definitely put the same thing here. So let me come here and say my navbar, the nav link. This is going to be over, my over here, over. I'm going to put my over arrow over, and it's still going to be before, not after, before. So what I want to do, whenever the user over on it, let the width be increased to 100%. Let it take 100% the width. Remember, we had already set the width to be 0 here. That means when the user have not over yet, it's 0. But when the user over on the menu, then the width should be 100%. Then I will set visibility to be visible so that you can see it. So let's see if that works. So I refresh the browser. Then you can see that it's only appear whenever the user over on the menus. If not, it's not going to appear. That is what I want to achieve, which you have seen there. So let me even change the red to yellow, since I'm using yellow as part of the logo. So let me just change it to yellow. Just change it to yellow or orange yellow. I think orange yellow will be okay. Orange red, I mean, or orange. Let me use orange. Orange. Okay. So you can see that I've changed the color. So this is one task. Well, we are not yet through yet. If you go to your mobile, come here, check your mobile device. Check that. We are not seeing anything happening here because we use white color as our menu. So that's why you're not seeing anything here. So let's go and fix that. So I'll go to my browser and to my VS Code. So what I'll practically do now is to bring my media query into maximum use. So I want to bring my media query into maximum use. So definitely here I'll come here and create a media query for a mobile device, to target a mobile device. So here I'll come here and say media query. Let me comment this as media query. Media query. Okay. So I'll come here and write my media query and I'll say at media. So at media, what screen am I going to target at media? I want to target the minimum width, or let me target the maximum width, not minimum width. The maximum width. I'll say maximum width. The maximum width of, let me just say 568. That means at 568 pixels, what should we do? So at 568 pixels, I want to put the same effects. I'll just copy this shot. I'll copy everything here, not everything actually. Then does the nav link. I'll copy this actually, and I'll paste it here. Then I'll go up to the top here where I have this navbar link. I'll also copy it. Then where I have this media, I'll paste it here. So what this media query will do, that any screen that asks and that is below 568 should be targeted. So any screen that has 568, I will change the color from white to black. So let's see this, if that works. So let me go to the mobile device. So you can see that our menu is showing now because we are now on the mobile device. I'm targeting the mobile device. Brilliant. Okay, good. So now that we have seen that, the next thing is to now do the needful so that we'll have our the pseudo classes appearing for our menu. So what I will do now, so the same procedure that I've done there is what I will also do here. So let's get started. So the next thing I'll do, I'll change some concepts here. So I'm going to change some concept from the left, from the navbar left before. I will want it to be, let me say 10 pixels. 10%, sorry. So 10% from the left. Then when this is over, then what should happen? Let me change it to 20%. When it's over, I'll just leave everything the way it is here. 10%, then the width. So let me even check this. And let me put a cursor here. cursor pointer. So let me refresh the browser. So you can see that that little underline is here now. You can see that on the mobile. You can see that. So anyone I click has that little transition underline that pseudo class before. So you see how beautiful this is. So you can as well decide to change the background color of your off canvas. You can do that, but I'm not going to do that here. So you can change the background color if you want to change the background color. So let me now target this button here, this icon here. This is Bootstrap default hamburger icon or the bars. So we need to change it we need to customize it and change this. So how do we change this? So we go to our HTML code. So where you have, let me show you, let me expand my screen so I can see it. So where you have this button, the navbar toggler, this is a button that contains that hamburger icon, the bar icons. So what I will do, I will take the class, which is, this is the class navbar toggler. I'll take this class called the navbar toggler. So the navbar toggler, I'll go to my CSS and go type that. So navbar toggler, so that will be for under the mobile section. You don't need to put it under the mobile. I just come here and put it anywhere that suits you. So yeah, I'll put it in the mobile. Since it is only appear in the mobile, I can just come here and put this navbar toggler, Ctrl V. Okay, so I don't want to have a box shadow. I don't want to have the borders across it, because if you look at this, it has a border. I want to remove this border from this stuff. So I just want to remove the box. So what I'll do, I'll go back and remove the border line. Let me don't put it here. Let me put it at the other side. I want to put it here so that in case I have an iPad. So I'll come here and I'll paste it here. So I don't want the border. I'll come and say border 0. Border, change the border to the border. I want the border to be none. That's 0, none. Border none. That's the first thing I need to do. I don't want an outline, so I'll come here and say outline none. So the purpose is to remove, so let me emphasize important to that effect, important, so that it will take precedence. Important. So I'll save this. So let's check if the border lines, if this border lines has been removed. Let's check. I refresh that, so you can see perfect that the border lines, they've all been removed, but we still have these borders to come here again. So you can see that we still have the borders to come here again. Don't worry, we're going to clear that off. So how we're going to do that is quite easy and simple. So I will come back to my code here and use a focus. So yeah, I'll just copy this same navbar toggler. So I'll need to go to fontawesome and get an hamburger icon also. So here I'll put a pseudo class called focus. Then I'll take away the box shadow to be none. So box shadow none. Take the box shadow off to be none. So let me save this. Let's see if there's a difference. Okay, it's in there. So what I will do now, I will go to my HTML code. So the button, this is the navbar toggler icon. This is the icon that is showing on the screen. So I will replace this icon with my fontawesome. So first and foremost, this is my fontawesome. I have this icon here that I want to use. So I'll copy this icon here, then go replace this. So I'll take this one off. And paste the fontawesome icon here. So before you use fontawesome here, you have to get the link, the jQuery link from CDN.js. So I'll go to Google and search for CDN.js. That's a content delivery network JavaScript. So in this search box, you're going to search for for fontawesome. So you copy this link from fontawesome. If you don't do it this way, the fontawesome will not show. So I'll paste the link somewhere here. Okay, I've just pasted the link on my VS Code. So let me save this and check if it's going to show. So I click that, so you can see that it's taking shape now. It's taking shape gradually. We are getting closer. So now that we know that what we are doing, we are gradually getting there. The next thing is to style this font awesome. I want to change the color of my font awesome. I need to change the color of the font awesome. So yeah, I will go to my HTML code. This is the font awesome that I use, and the code that is responsible for this font awesome here is this icon here, the toggler icon. Where's my toggler icon? Or toggler icon? Okay, yeah, this is a toggler icon. Navbar toggler. So this one here, I will likely target this and target the icon. So let me cut this out and show you what I'm talking about. If I save this, undo this, you can see that there is a navbar toggler here. This one here. If I take this code, let me first do this before I use the font awesome. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me save this back and go to the browser. Okay, so here I will make this to be white color. This navbar toggler icon, I will make it to be white color in CSS. So I'll come here and I'll paste it. Then I'll say I want the color to be white. Color white. Okay, so let's see the difference it's going to make. So I save this and go to the browser. There's no much difference actually. There's no even difference. There's no much difference. So what I'll do, I'll remove it and focus on my font awesome. Sorry. So this is my font awesome. I'm going to take this and style this with a color of white. So I'll come here and I'll put this. FA solid is my font awesome icon. So I'll come here, let me increase it a little bit, and I'll say color as white. Color as white. Then I'll save. So let's check that out. Oh, my font awesome. Okay. So let me put my CDNG. I think I didn't copy that fully. I copy it again. Font awesome. So go to your HTML and paste that. So I'll come here. Oh, I've removed it earlier. Oh, sorry. That was why it did not show. So if I save it back, this time around it should show because I'm using the CDNGs. So I'll go to my browser and refresh this. Beautiful. You can see that we've gotten this working. So you can see. So don't mind this black icon that is there. I don't know why that guy is crazy about showing up, but I have to remove that. So let me look for another way to remove that guy. I don't like that guy staring at me there. So let me come back again. Since I've done this, and this is the font awesome here. So this is a parent navbar toggler. So what I will do, I'll also focus on my navbar toggler. So I'll go to my CSS navbar toggler. So I've removed the border none. I put the border as none. I don't know why it's still showing there. Let me put box shadow none also. Box shadow none. None. Border 0 0 border 0. So let me just keep it like that and let me see. Oh, I can even put border transparent if I want to do that. I'll say border color transparent. Border color transparent. Okay, so let me save this. So I save this now and go to the browser. So I click this, click cancel. Let me try this. Since this color is soon appearing, I don't want this color. So what I will do, I'm going to remove this outline black and use by using transparent. So I'm going to target the navbar toggler. So I'll come here in the navbar toggler. I'll put color as transparent, and so in the navbar toggler, I'm making the color that is the outline to be what transparent. So let me refresh the browser and let's see if that works. Okay, I save this, close. Beautiful, fantastic. So it works. So you can see that. So you can increase the size of this toggler. If it's quite small, you can increase the size. Let me even increase the size of my font awesome. So where's my font awesome? Let me increase the size. So let me say 1.7. 1.7. So I think that's maybe it will be 2.0 or 2 rem.